It was a wonderful experience for a lot of reasons, partly because of the other kids who were involved. But actually, one thing that's important is that I wasn't so much a debate champ as a guy who did it and made a lot of friends. But I think that actually the more formative experience was losing, and losing frequently. Uh, and I remember that I felt at the time as though I had an agenda. And whenever I would go in to give some sort of extemporaneous speech or something like that, I remember I kind of had certain thoughts and I was like, I want to convey these. I want to proselytize. I want to like challenge people and provoke people. And winning is secondary. And, mainly it was just this thought, I have this opportunity to have a captive audience, and these people have to listen to me for 7 minutes. And I think that I didn't necessarily take away entirely good lessons from that experience, but it was magical. It was just a group of really idiosyncratic kids, and particularly the ones who didn't go to my high school. I went to a public magnet high school, but there were these other kids from Catholic high schools who had these really different backgrounds. And I was struck by, I was someone who had never met someone who was a Republican, a conservative, someone who was pro-life. And through debate, I met all of these people and was just kind of dazzled by the range of opinions that really exist in the world. And it had a huge, huge effect on me. And just having respect for people who have different ways of engaging. And just, yeah, being around people for whom, being quick and verbal, that was, the way that you were valorized. You know what I mean? It was quite neat. And more important to me than I don't reflect on it as much as perhaps I should. That's a really good question. Lately I've been really drawn to thinkers like I've been drawn to thinkers like Casey Mulligan. He's a good example. He's an economist at the University of Chicago who in some ways is accused of really radically oversimplifying things. He likes single good models of the world. He really likes also, he uses very arresting language. He has talked a lot in the context of the recent recession about work disincentives and what a powerful role they play. And people are oftentimes offended by this. Like, are you saying that people have decided to go on a vacation and that's why they're unemployed? And the beauty of him is that he's so not embedded in a kind of social cultural context of the kind of niceties and the kind of obligatory things that one says, that it's just really arresting to read this kind of 200 proof version of, kind of his particular style of argument. I love it. I also think that Paul Krugman is a tremendously impressive voice, coming from a kind of diametrically opposed worldview. And Krugman is someone that I find sometimes pretty tendentious, but that's part of what's so impressive about him. He's able to kind of construct this kind of coherent argument that, again, you could think, wait a second, I don't buy that, or I don't buy this, but it's like a freight train. And, kind of once he leaves the station, it suddenly is that, well, if you disagree with me, you're clearly an unreasonable and perhaps even dangerous person. And, that's admirable in a sense. That's certainly not my own style.